This is a very unfair war. I was included in the reserve. Models are dying. The next war can be only nuclear war. Kill all men. Protect your future. Why does Russia hate Ukrainians so much? Are you ready? Hello, my little fans of good news. My name is Alex Newsy, and today we are talking about why Ukrainians war with Russia. It's a war that has gone on for 1,000 years. Why Ukrainians finally want to stop Russia. I will give you examples and give you hope. I hope. Are you ready? What is happening in Ukraine now? It's a war. Russia against Ukraine. This is not our first war, but I hope will last, because every time Russia uses stronger weapons. The next war can be only nuclear war. Why does Russia hate Ukrainians so much? Only because without Ukraine, Russia cannot become an empire again. Without Ukraine, there will be no Russian empire. Without Ukraine, there will be no USSR 2.0. But Russia dreams of being an empire. Not a technology empire like Google or Apple, but a medieval empire like Russia. Nothing new for people who analyze the history of civilization. The empire always want to the countries around it to be loyal or to be burned. That is why Russian Empire and later the Soviet Union to buy or scare the surrounding countries. On the one hand, Ukraine is too big to be burned. On the other hand, Ukraine is too small to fight Russia. That is why for thousands of years Russia wanted to make us loyal, but for thousands of years we fight with them for our freedom and independence. Many times we win our independence, but we lost it again and again. Because of the stab in the back from Russia, or because of stab in the back from Europe. Yes, it was too. Ukraine is now supported by the whole world, and now we hope to win. That is why Putin is telling that Ukraine is an artificial state, that Ukraine was invented by Lenin, that the Crimea is gift from the USSR, and etc. Because without the history of Ukraine, there is no history of Russia. If you remove the history of Ukraine, it turns out that Russia came out of nowhere. That is why Russia is trying to absorb Ukraine and destroy us. Destroy our language, destroy our culture, destroy our nation. And now, in 2022, Russia is trying to destroy us physically. This is a very unfair war. You know, when on the first day of the war I come to enlist in the army, I was given a contract but not enlist in the army. I was included in the reserve. It turned out that I was not good enough for the Ukrainian army. I went to the collection point for 4 days, and each time I was sent home to the reserve. There was a huge line of people at the collection point. Only officers and veterans were taken. It was a tragedy, because I was not good enough at something. But the tragedy is that I'm not good enough, which means that people who are better than me are taken to war. And that the people are dying there. Professors are dying, teachers are dying, opera singers are dying, models are dying. People who had to develop and build in this country are dying. The best Ukrainians are dying. You know, the father of the nation of Ukraine, Taras Shevchenko, has a poem called Living, Dead and Unborn. What I mean? Russia killed not only our soldiers. Russia killed their unborn children. Russia killed Ukrainians who were to be born in 5, 10 or 20 years. This is a real tragedy. We do not have such a big country. That is why every life of Ukrainian is important. Russia is killing us now and killing our future. We have to stop Russia. If we don't stop it now, it will start a new future. We simply have no choice. But I promised to give you some hope. The war has been going on 40 days. Everyone is understand that Russia has failed to capture Ukraine. Yes, our people die every day. Yes, every day our cities are destroyed. But in areas where is it possible, Ukrainians have started sowing. Such is our nation. Will some Ukrainians fight? Other crop wheat. Because the history of our war with Russia is 1,000 of years old. We know how to survive and we know how to win. So, Keep supporting Ukraine. It's YouTube, and I can't tell you or show you scary video about how Russian soldiers kill all men on occupation territory Kiev region, or rape Ukrainian women, or rape Ukrainian children, or... We do not ask you to become soldiers and die for Ukraine. We only ask to protect our women and children who live now in your country. And we are just asking for weapons to protect our and your future. What you will never know what is mean 1,000-year war is. Alex Newsy was with you. Subscribe to the channel, support my Patreon. Thank you. And peace be upon you and you dear ones. Glory to Ukraine. Слава Україні!